Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. I'm Cara and today we are doing another speed build video. Today I was feeling very autumny, if that's a word, because I don't know, the weather here has been getting kind of colder and it's been actually really nasty for a few days. One day it was literally just raining and I went out for a walk with my friend and it was horrible. I got so wet and it was super windy, and if you know me, or I think I talked about it a few times, I have very sensitive ears. So yeah, I had an earache for literally like 3 days afterwards, which wasn't great. But usually I like the autumn. I think it's just when it starts that everyone gets kind of, well, like a lot of people I guess get kind of droopy and they're like, oh no, the summer is over. And then I feel like the transition in clothing is so weird. Like the other day you were just wearing a dress and you were sweating, and then 2 days later you're there with like a thick jacket and you're kind of like, oh my god, it's so cold. So yeah, that's why I built this little tiny, I think I'm gonna call it tiny house. I feel like it's not super tiny, but to me it's still tiny. I don't know, you let me know what you consider a tiny house, because I feel like a lot of people wouldn't consider this a tiny house but a small house, but I didn't want to call it like autumnal small house because that's just, I don't know. It didn't sound as good as tiny house. Okay, and I think it's quite tiny. The kitchen is actually just in the little bit of the right that you see now. There's like a little bit that's coming outside out of the house on the right side. I can't talk today, I'm so sorry. And that's gonna be the kitchen, and I think it's actually a pretty nice size for a kitchen. I mean, I grew up in an apartment that I still live in, and the kitchen is probably not much big. I mean, it's a little bit bigger, but there's also a bit of seating in there and stuff. So yeah, I don't have that much counter space. I wish I did, because I don't know, especially if you bake and stuff, counter space gets so bad. Like, it's just too little. I wish I had a huge kitchen, you know, like people do in America and stuff. People tend to have really big kitchens, or at least the ones I've seen. I bet there's people in America that have tiny kitchens, but yeah, the ones I've seen were always huge, and they always had a kitchen island. And where I grew up in Berlin, no one I know has a kitchen island, because everyone has an apartment, and I guess you just live with what you have. Like, most kitchens do not have enough space to fit like an island counter. We have a semi-island counter now. It's more like a table, but it's in the height of an island counter. So it's really nice. Like, I always do stuff on there now, like the cooking and stuff, because it's so big, and it's really good if like the kitchen is messy. I can still vacate, I feel like, to that area. Because I'm not responsible for cleaning up the kitchen, other people are, and my cousin is, so I'm always like, I'm not gonna clean this up, because I feel like if I'm not responsible for it, I should do it. So yeah, that's about that. And then I try to actually inside go with really like fall-ish colors. It's kind of like orange, a lot of like that nice wood. I think it's kind of like an orangey wood as well. It's funny because when I turn off my reshade, because I always have the same reshade preset on, and when I turn it off I'm kind of like, oh, what? That's what the colors look like without reshade, and I hate it. Like, I don't know how people play without reshade. I feel like, to me, everything looks so boring. Like, it doesn't have any color to it. I feel like it's very dim and stuff. I feel like the lighting isn't as pretty, so yeah, I couldn't live without reshade anymore. Like, building without reshade, nope, not gonna happen. And then I feel like the living room actually turned out really spacious as well. I guess I could have made it smaller and had more space for other stuff, but I was like, you know what? If I think of autumn or fall or whatever you want to call it, I just always think about sitting on the sofa when it's raining outside, you know, having a nice hot drink. I don't drink coffee really. There's literally only that one coffee that I like, that is made in my mom's coffee machine from the coffee beans they buy. Any other coffee so far I haven't liked, and if I didn't eat enough before, I get a really bad bellyache if I have coffee. It doesn't happen with other caffeinated drinks, so I don't know what it is, but yeah, I can't have it if I didn't eat before, because then I get belly cramps and it's not fun. And yeah, but that's pretty much what I think of. So I thought the living room has to be really spacious and looks like, it kind of looks really cozy, you know. I would always put my feet up on that Ornament, is that what they're called? And I would just chill out, you know, watch something nice on TV. Ooh, actually, have any of you watched American Horror Story? Because we watched the latest, well, up to like a few days ago, the latest season. And then yesterday I scrolled through Netflix and I was like, oh my god, there's a new season of American Horror Story. And now I kind of can't watch it because we are going on a vacation tomorrow. So I don't want to start and then not be able to finish it, because I probably won't watch it whilst we're in Turkey, because I'll be just outside and like enjoying the sun. And also, I don't like watching creepy stuff if I'm not at home. It's a weird thing, but like, I am very picky with hotels and I tend to not feel super comfortable unless they're like really, really nice. But yeah, I don't do well outside of my own house. I don't like sleeping over at people's places and stuff. I just don't like sleeping anywhere but at home. I'm lame, I know, but it's like a comfort thing. So I'm a bit nervous actually about leaving tomorrow, just because the flight is gonna be not super long. It's like a 3-hour flight. I've done longer flights, but it's just, I don't know. And then like, I think we have to take the bus for like 1.5 hours, a bit more. I think it's gonna be more like 2 hours, because I don't know how many hotels the bus stops at, if it's just hours or if it's like a lot of hotels, and then it's gonna take probably forever. And also we're gonna arrive super late. We're gonna arrive past midnight, which is I think what makes me anxious, because like if something goes wrong, it's the middle of the night, you know, like everything seems more scary to me if it's night. I mean, if I would be stuck at an airport during the day, I'd just be like, okay, whatever, like it's daytime, I don't care. But as soon as it's dark, I'm kind of like, I don't like this. Which is weird. Does any of you guys, do any of you have that where it's like, as soon as it gets dark, stuff becomes creepy? And it's so weird because, like, why? It's just an airport, you know, nothing's gonna happen realistically, so it doesn't really matter if it's night or day, but to me it does. So yeah, that's about it about American Horror Story. It's so funny actually, because I don't like horror stuff, but American Horror Story kind of is like not too scary. It's more, I'd say, creepy. Is there a difference to you between creepy and scary? Because there definitely is to me, you know. Creepy is just kind of like eerie, where you're like, oh, this is creepy. But scary is legit, like, I'm gonna poop my pants. It's like, there was only one season with a few episodes in American Horror Story that I hated because it was about cannibals, and if there is one thing that really freaks me out, it's cannibals. I don't know why, because other stuff is super freaky as well. It's not like the other stuff they show isn't creepy or like scary too, but cannibalism is just something that I cannot, not even like if I know it's a movie, you know, I'm just like, nope. I actually had legit nightmares from that, which I didn't before with the American Horror Story season, so yeah, I don't know what happened there. But that was just creepy. But the other seasons, like I said, I'm fine with them. Like, I used to be such a scaredy cat, and I still am. I never watched a horror movie in my life. When I was a teenager, obviously everyone was like, oh, let's meet up and watch horror movies. And I was legit, I was like, nope, I'm not coming. If you watch horror movies, I am not gonna be there. Turns out I never was there, but yeah. I actually really liked that as a teenager. I was strong enough to just be like, nope. I'm not gonna let myself get sucked into this just because of group pressure, you know. I don't care. I don't want to watch a scary movie. And I think it's good for me because I get scared very easily and stuff creeps me out. Even, like, I love Grey's Anatomy, but if I watch too much Grey's Anatomy, I start worrying about everyone in my family and, like, all my friends. And I'm like, oh my god, what if they have this? What if they have that? People die so quickly, you know? It's just not good for me to watch these things for too long. Like, I'm such a warrior, and I think, not warrior as in W-A-R-R-I-E-O, what? R-I-O-R. Is that it? I'm German, I have that excuse going for me. And it's late, and I've been pre-recording all day. But, you know, not the warrior that fights, but like a warrior, like W-O. Because I just worry about everything. I legit worry about everything. If my boyfriend goes to work in the morning on the bike, I'm like, oh my god, what if he falls and like bangs his head on something and dies? And I'm like, Cora, stop, this is never gonna happen. Like, it's never gonna happen, you know. But it's just, I worry a lot and I don't really know how to stop it because I feel like ever since I was a child, it's always been with me. Like I always worried about everything, and it's so annoying if you're the person that worries about everything because you don't want to, you know nothing's gonna happen, but you just stress yourself out about it, and it sucks, it's not fun. And I try to work on it, but I don't really know how to. Like, how do you stop worrying? It's not like stuff doesn't happen, you know that realistically it's very unlikely to happen, but it's not impossible to happen. So you kind of like, but what if I'm the person that it happens to, kind of thing. But yeah, let me know if you're warriors or warriors. Each, maybe you're really good at fighting, maybe you do some sort of like martial arts. I would love to be able to do that, but I am not a sporty person. I'm literally the worst with sports and stuff. I'm always super clumsy and I look ridiculous, so that's about that. And also, last thing about this build before we're moving into the little tours at the end, I put those pumpkins everywhere, and I've seen it on someone's picture on some build that I've seen, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute, I never used them. And then I feel like I overused them in this build, but then I was like, no, this is an autumn build, I want to go like all out. But anyways, let me know how you like this build. Let me know if you watched American Horror Story and answer all the other questions I asked. And yeah, as always, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you all in Friday's video. Bye!